Welcome back, Lynette.
Stanley.
Empire Review.
Rise by Sun.
Sister Daniels, like Woodrow say, you tried it.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into it
you
because...
gave us the skit tonight.
Yeah, and
The
it's a
first
lot of it.
Yeah, a whole lot of stuff.
All right, so we see Lucius. He having a hard time with this here band. They can't get it right. He wants a little lullabies, little sound to the music, and he's just going. He really all over the top about it, but I get it. So Cookie shows up with her peekaboo sunshades, flip the eye down.
Yeah, I was like, man, what in the world? I ain't never seen them glasses like that. I'm fine, you pay them.
I don't want them. So she was like, Lucius, you pretty much being hard on this band because you avoiding going home with your mama. You've been staying in your office. You've been here all night. You're scared of your mama. Go on over there and talk to her.
You scared she gonna kill you?
I'll be scared too. I'm surprised he made it out them cakes, to be honest with you.
I ain't think he mad at them cakes.
See, I'm kind of mad that they wrote that off. Like, we just supposed to believe that he ate all them cakes and mama calmed down? I don't get it.
Yeah, well,
So we see the housekeeper. She made it back. What's her name? Juanita?
Yeah. She got rehired.
we thought she was pushed out the window, but she wasn't. So Juanita said, I cooked your favorite, some eggs, toast, bacon, scrapple, fried chitlins, all of that. She said, you ain't got no seasoning in it, so I ain't gonna eat it.
All I want is coffee.
I said, you know what?
She should have slapped the hell out of her.
But you
out
know,
of all that food she cooked.
You know who that is, though, right?
Who that?
My grandma.
Exactly what she do. Nah, I don't like that. Nah.
You don't know how to cook.
Nah, you don't know how to cook. You ain't cook that right.
If we don't cook her food, she eat it. So then the video came on while Grandma was sitting there looking at TV. Boom, 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 bang, 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 bang. So she realized, my son done made a video lying about my life.
Yeah.
So did he lie about all of it?
Yeah.
Because Grandma seems to think that none of this is true.
Yeah, none of that happened.
He ain't nothing but the devil, a liar, a manipulator.
But we know how that go. We know how that go when
that generation.
When kids tell the truth and the parents say, "Nah, it ain't happen that way."
Yeah, that generation is good for having convenient amnesia when it's their mess.
See, they can remember the skit that you did to them, but they can't remember the skit you did.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen that way. Actually, I had the gun, but I put water in the bathtub, but I didn't actually try to drown you. It was actually the dog that I tried to drown. Come on now, mama.
That's what they do.
Somebody lying.
Yeah. So
the devil is a liar.
Yeah. So Carol tells Cookie, look, I'm getting ready to go out with Tariq the Freak. Cookie was like, the Fed? The cop? She was like, he's good. He ain't in there no more. So long story short, Cookie goes to pay Tariq the Freak a visit before Carol got to get to him. And she pretty much let him know, look, I'm on to you.
Yeah.
I'm on game. I know everything that you're doing, and I know that you still a cop, and I know you watching us for some reason. Tariq the Freak was like, I'm from the street, we have code. And I'm really surprised you with Lucius now that he broke code. She was like, what you talking about? He did kill your cousin Bonky. So Cookie was like...
She packed her stuff up and got up out of there.
But before she left, she still had to put some sarcasm in there, like me. Oh, if you're going to be with my sister Carol, just know, she got herpes.
She got herpes, yeah.
I said...
Cookie was throw this part in there. Cookie was rocking them goddamn Catwoman gloves, too.
She said...
That was a movie, the cat movie, when she walking on that ledge, boy.
Ain't nothing
That's
like
that part, boy. Everybody remember her walking on that goddamn ledge.
When she walked across that, boy, I said, yes.
Yeah, buddy.
So we see Frida and Jamal, they spitting bars, and they're in their studio with, what's his name?
D Major.
D Major. He gave his approval of their sound, said they was hot or whatever. Frida leaves. Jamal is in there with him by himself, and he was like, y'all could go some places, but you need to leave your mama behind. You need to come from underneath for that label. Let me produce your next album, all that stuff. I said, Jamal, don't you fall for that bullshit.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing but a bunch of control right there.
Yep. He's setting you up to be a pimp.
Basically.
Well, be pimp. Right. Sorry, be pimp.
So then we see Andre talking to Grandma, asking her, you eating well, taking all your medicine, all of.
Yeah, they taking care of you around here. They treat you. They putting some respect on your name.
Stop. Is we finished or is we done? So You got two nutcases in the house together trying to rationalize with each other. She talking about, so can you put all my medicine in one pill? Because this stuff is choking the hell out of me. I said, good point. She said, I want to go to that here thing that everybody going to. I don't like feeling left out of this family. Y'all don't tell me skit, but I know. I hear people talking. I want to go. Jamal, what her name? Andre was like, Grandma, if you go, that can ruin Daddy's credibility and everything that we work for. She was like, ain't nobody gonna be paying me no mind.
There's no little old lady, all them people gonna be there in my
I said, she a manipulator too.
She a master manipulator.
I said,
yep.
I said, Andre, don't you fall for that?
He fell for it though.
So he was like, well, I can get you a dress made, but I gotta get it all approved and get you a ticket. She said, I don't need no goddamn ticket. Dwight can give me a ticket.
Give me a ticket.
I said, you think Dwight gonna give you a ticket after you sat there and made him eat all them goddamn cakes? No.
I don't know. He might get a ticket so he ain't back up in that cake room no more.
You ain't lying. So Anika goes by to see Rhonda because she has not seen Rhonda in yoga. And I'm sitting here like, is this a cover-up because now you feel like you got or what? I don't know. But Rhonda was like, I've been busy dressing, the folks for the Aces, no pun intended. Really ain't been avoiding you, just ain't had time. But she was like, that day I came over your house or you came over my house, somebody's house, and you had those flats on, the red bottoms, the Lewis.
Flats, yeah.
But did you have those on that night that we met? And she was like,
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Did we even get together that night?
So then she stirred her down like, wench, I'm on to you.
Yeah,
but Anika gave her to look back like, what are you talking about? So I'm sitting here like, maybe Anika didn't do it because we all said it's too obvious that Anika did it. But now that we thought Anika did it, it was like, Lee Downs, you're going to let it go down like that. But now we're all confused.
I think they're going to twist it.
I don't know.
I think they're going to twist it.
So.
Because some people think it's Thirsty. Some people think it's Jamal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody pushed her down the steps.
And we just don't know who did it yet.
We're going to find out who did it.
So, that guy doing Cookie tells Carol in the boardroom, look, don't you be going around there messing with Tariq the Freak. I paid him a little visit, and he picking at you. He picking you apart. Do not give him any information about this here family. So we here come to find out that there's been some swapping of the penises across the sister line. So everybody that Carol has gotten, Cookie don't took them from her, including Lucius.
It's like, what?
We missed all of that.
Yeah, I missed all that.
So Cookie was like, so you just jealous of my life because you think this is the life you were supposed to have. Well, kind of technically, if you think about it, probably so.
Yeah, probably so, yeah.
And they went on this whole, I can't stand you, you jealous of me, you don't care about me. So all of a sudden, Cookie was like, look, I told you if you get drunk one more time, your butt is up out of here. Get out my house.
Get out my house.
And get out of my corporation. Go.
Yeah, because Carol's almost something, you don't care about me. Like Michael said, you don't really care about us.
So she was like, get up out of here, you old crackhead. I said.
That was low.
Yeah,
that was low, Cookie.
You played way down here.
Yeah, you played way down here. Because most time when you find situations like that, it's something that led to that crackhead move.
Yeah, crack is not ever the problem. It's
an underlying thing that they trying to cover up. So she's trying to smoke her way out of all the stuff you done did to her, Cookie.
And Lucius.
So
D Major and Jamal are in the studio together because I guess D Major at this point is trying to prove himself to Jamal to say, hey, I can produce a better record than you ever did with Empire. I don't know. Jamal won't really feel in the tempo of the beat. I wasn't either. And, D Major was like, look, tonight I'm going to be on the red carpet with a supermodel. Don't trip.
Just one night.
So Jamal was like, I'm so used to these rappers walking around here with these beards. It's cool, it's fine, it's whatever. So they went to get a little closer to each other, and then the door opens up. D Major pushes the heck out of Jamal. Don't you ever push up on me like that. It's Lucius at the door. So he's like, Lucius, this your son. You better tell him. You better recognize. He better know. Don't you push up on me like that. You better get that straight, son. Soon as D Major left about that, Lucius said, I said,
so what you laughing about?
He said, oh, he's still on the DL, I see. So Jamal was like, what you know about that? He said, I know everything about everybody that's in this business. And he said, a real dog always knows a fake inch.
It's like, what?
I like that, Lucius. I like that.
Yeah.
So Lucius was like, look, he's the kind that always finds these little rich little rich boys in the industry and make them his bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what? Huh? He said, I bet you he on top.
He ain't denied, though.
And he couldn't say nothing.
He ain't denied.
So then Jamal's mind was like, oh, am I being pimped out? Because he at first was like, how you know I'm not the one pimping him out.
Yeah, I'm pimping him out.
Then it was like, I bet you on the bottom and he on the top. So then they went across this old crazy battle. He was like, didn't I tell you to stop sleeping where you skid at and all of this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, okay, I'll follow your rules. Lucius said, all I've been trying to do is teach you the business. I've been tolerant of your lifestyle that I do not approve of. That it is not natural, and you can't make me believe it's natural. All of this and this gay stuff you trying to run down my throat, I've been tolerant long enough, and this is how I feel about it. And then Jamal was like, I wish your mama would have drowned you ever since she put you in that water and you came back up. You ain't been right ever since, and I wish your tail would have drowned. I said,
yeah, it's like, what in the world?
And he said, so this is how it is. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. And when you die of AIDS, I'm gonna celebrate.
Right.
I said,
ooh, that was a hit below the belt.
Sister Daniels, I'm going to need you to pipe it down, because all you did was you created a beehive of the LGBT community.
They
coming after your hard parts.
They coming after you, player.
Did you just read into every stereotype that there is about the LGBT community?
Yep. Always attaching that AIDS and stuff like that.
Did we really go back to 1999?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was pissed. My cousin was on my phone, was like, oh, we about to light him up.
Yeah, they hit your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, your phone,
your Snapchat.
And you think, Jamal got it with the flip flop. I don't know how they gonna get you, player. But that was wrote in the script. But what they gonna do to you is gonna
real
be
life.
Real life, player.
Cause you had to prove that.
Matter of fact, next week we might be like, see on the news that freaking Lee Daniels just turned up missing.
We gonna
know who got you though.
I said, I was so pissed, and I was like,
yeah, you weren't thinking when you wrote that one in that player.
He knew exactly what he was doing. So Jamal storms out of there after that whole banter, and he runs into his mama. He's trying to talk to his mama about Lucius, music, Frida, and Cookie is not trying to talk about none of this. But when he brought up Frida's name, immediately Cookie was like, bump all that what you just said. I need you to stop messing with that girl.
You need to get rid of her.
And he was like, Frida's good peeps. That's my girl. So Cookie was like, let me tell you something stupid. She liked that word stupid. Let me tell you something. I ain't never snitched a day in my life. Have you ever wondered how I got out of prison early? Have you ever wondered? And he was like, not really. But now that you think about it, she said, I had to drop a dime on someone to get out. And that person that I dropped a dime on to get out was her daddy.
Frank Gathers.
He was a dangerous, dangerous man. And your father was locked up with him. He's now dead because he's so dangerous that all of our lives were in danger. And the daughter, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So you need to separate yourself from her as soon as possible. All of us gonna get killed it up, like my grandma said. So Jamal was like, God darn.
Y'all crazy up in here.
I said. So then we see Grandma and Andre. They get ready. Oh, they looking good.
Yeah.
Grandma got her Aretha Franklin fur on.
Yes, sir. They ready, boy.
They was ready to go to the Aces, and then Thirsty was like,
Thirsty and the crew.
Give me your goddamn phone. Why Lucius got a panic room though?
Yeah. Yeah. What you say? Y'all remember the movie Panic Room? Right?
I've got a real live panic room. Got the TVs in there. Thirsty don't lock them in there. Talking about some. It's comfy in here. Got TVs in here. Y'all can watch the Aces from here.
So y'all better call Sports Whitaker and tell him let y'all out because he built it.
That eye getting... No, the eye is actually getting better. It's getting better. He had surgery on that eye.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen no recent pictures. I'm ready to go
Yeah.
look that up.
So Mama was like, I don't like to be locked up. He promised he wouldn't
won't
lock me up
no
no more.
more.
And he's a liar.
Big
And a
liar.
promise breaker. Don't he look fat? Andre
I was
said,
like, nah.
TV
TV had
has
10 pounds, and he stopped doing his cleanse. He stopped drinking his green juice.
I said, okay. So we finally at this Aces and the red carpet, and I hope to God that we can never ever say Aces again.
Yeah, because Ace has been, for the last 20 episodes, been Aces.
Yeah. We ain't gonna go through everything that happened. We just gonna get to what's relevant.
The juice of all juices.
Cookie and Lucius end up going to the Aces together. The power couple, the Jay-Z to Beyonce of the reality world. They look good together. All of a sudden, we hear this, Cookie! Cookie! I said, Lord, the drunk aunt at the
She done
cookout.
showed up. She done showed up and gonna embarrass everybody. Not embarrass, but embarrass everybody.
Carol is there drunker than a skull. So Cookie was like, you know, on Soul Plane when they was like the Captain Dead, he was like, I got it. Captain Dead! Cookie was like, I got it. If you don't carry your raggedy A back to that house with your drunk self, security, get her out of
She
here.
said, I'm gonna snatch this wig off your head.
The nappy wig. So she get ready to go leave. She bumps into Frida. Carol bumps into Frida.
Mm-hmm.
Frida looking sharp, clean, got the
Yeah.
fake waves popping.
Got the
Go
white
ahead.
outfit on.
I said, go ahead, Breezy. So, Carol was like, get me on in here, girl. Frida was like, I got press to do. I ain't got time for it.
Yeah.
She said, press?
Oh, you think you better than me?
Oh, the only reason you even at Empire is because Lucius felt sorry for your little gutter hood rat because of what he did to your father.
I'm saying, you dropped the dime, the bomb, the skid on her like that.
We see Frida go into still mode anger.
Yeah, she remembered everything. She went all the way back to when she first met him in the prison.
When he would talk about your daddy would cut his arm off, hug you with the other one.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's like a daddy to me. All the flashbacks.
Yeah, all the flashbacks.
We see Frida take charge and do a Gabrielle up on and ran, took the cop's gun,
And then hit him.
hit that joker, pointed at Lucius. That guy doing Jamal saw her do it. Frida, no! Jumps in front of the gun. She pulls the trigger. She shoots Jamal. Jamal is bleeding out and she shot him like in the stomach area. Like in the side stomach. I mean, he's bleeding out terrible.
But you can see she felt bad about it though.
Yeah, because she loved Jamal. And
Yeah,
Jamal
she loved
her.
Jamal.
So,
But I was like, Jamal,
what were you thinking,
what were you
Blair?
thinking about, player? He just told you he wished that you would die of AIDS.
And
He ain't never respect you
Yeah.
since you was a child. Laughing you about putting your mama's shoes on, putting
put
you
you in the
down,
trash can.
and then you jump in front of the bullet for this player.
I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's
Mhm.
some crazy mess right there.
Yeah, that is crazy. But there's some people that's like that though. They'll ride or die for
Not me.
their parents and stuff like that. You know,
My mama
I do believe in that you ought to respect your
Yeah.
parents. I don't believe in. I don't care whatever they done to you. That I don't believe in the disrespect aspect of it. But
I'll let you have that.
yeah, respect.
I don't disrespect my dad even though I don't talk to him either.
That your
I just
days
don't talk
respect that your days may be longer.
Hell, I'm short. So, we see Andre and Grandma because they're seeing all of this on the TV screen. Andre is getting ready.
Losing it.
He losing it.
I knew, but she's gonna
Let
lose
me
it.
out. I said, this is the elevator scene all over again.
Yep.
Thirsty don't hear, but Thirsty been drinking that daggone brown liquor, y'all. That brown liquor from last night, y'all. If y'all didn't watch my review last night, y'all don't know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
you gotta check it out. Check it out.
He was drinking that brown liquor, got a little loose, got a little juice, and he passed out. I don't know what he did to be passed out. Ain't nobody in there but him. But that's between you and your hand, Thirsty. I don't know. And he knocked out. He don't hear nothing. But when this fool finally wakes up, he looks on the TV, see Frida Gasto shot one of the the Lions. He
Yep.
was like, oh, skit. He looked so bad.
he looked
Andre
at his
phone.
yeah.
And he see all the texts from Rhonda. Jamal shot, bleeding out, at hospital, in surgery. He was like, come on, let's go.
Come on.
But when he opened the door, he knew Andre was going to get his tail. So he pointed a gun right at him. Come on, let's go to the hospital. Look, that guy threw a Cookie like to whoop the dog mess out of Lucius. This is, your fault, you son of a b, and da-da-da-da-da. Lucius over there feeling bad as a mug.
Yeah, you ought to feel bad.
Yeah.
You ought to feel
All
bad.
that
What
you said
to
to your
that
son.
boy.
Now, this could have been what Lee Daniels was aiming for, is be careful what you say to folk, because you never know when they're going to leave up out of here with your last words ringing in their ear like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But that still ain't going to keep the LGBT community
It ain't
off
going
of
to
your
keep me
tail.
off of it, man. I ain't part of
Yeah,
it.
you might have thrown that twist in there, but they still going to get you.
Yeah, I'm living
So
for
I
it.
can appreciate that part, player, but what you said about the other part?
Nah, that's a mess. So they at the hospital. Jamal has to go into surgery. Before they even took him into surgery, he started convulsion and all of this stuff. And I was like, oh, God. Is he going to die? Please don't let my Jamal die. But he in surgery. Lucius over there sitting to himself because ain't nobody talking to him.
Nope.
They is pissed.
He excommunicated.
But check this out. While they over there in their own little world waiting, Grandma done pushed over and left.
She done left. They
said,
didn't even see her leave.
oh my God. So they're sitting there. They're listening to the TV, and Cookie was like, oh, Lord. They get ready to announce the winner of the Ace Award. All right, let's have some good news. Well, they ended up giving it to Dream Me by POC.
POC? I don't know who that is.
So all of this, and even Hakeem was like, all this division fighting and all of this, and
they split the votes.
y'all didn't get it anyway.
Yeah, so all this was for nothing.
Yeah. So we see Tariq the Freak. He got Anika in the interrogation room.
That was a big twist. I actually thought that Carol was in there because I was like, how did Anika get that?
So you gotta fill that in, Lee.
I don't know how that.
Because Tariq said, I pieced some pieces to the puzzle together, and I got his ex fiance, and the baby mama to his son in there, and she gonna talk. Cause I know how to get her to talk. And I was like, what is happening here? I didn't get it. Anyway, Lucius tells Cookie he feels so bad about what he did, about the Jamal thing or whatever. He was like, after everything I said to him, I wish my mama would have drowned me. She was like, boy, just stop talking all this stupid stuff. You were born into stupidity, craziness, and it's just going to carry on until the rest of us lions die. It's just the way it is. And that was basically it for their scene, but this is the scene of all scenes. Now, Grandma got some stride on her, or either the hospital is next door. But Grandma ends up on the red carpet. And they're asking for an update about Jamal. Mm-hmm. And they're asking her, say, ma'am, are you family? Can you give us an update on Jamal? She said, yes, I do have an update, and I am family. And they were like, well, how are you family? And she got her pose on, and I said, oh, hell.
Here it go.
She about to ruin him.
Yep, she about ready to end the career.
And as soon as her lips started to move,
it went off.
It went off.
I knew it, though. Because since next week is the freaking season finale, they had to do that to us. Daniels, Lee, whatever your name is.
Disappeared. Because they gonna get your tail. I ain't like it.
You delivered tonight. We appreciate it, too.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We try not to prolong this because I know this was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
This was a reviewer's nightmare.
But next week, though, y'all, who getting married?
Everybody getting married.
I seen freaking Hakeem's girl had a wedding dress on. Did Cookie have a wedding dress on?
She didn't have one on, but Lucius asked her for her hand in marriage.
Yep. We seen Nika get punched by Rhonda.
Yes.
What else we see?
You going to jail for manslaughter. Then I seen Nika standing over the banner.
Yeah, so like she get ready to commit suicide because she didn't want to testify.
Like Mr. Chow was at the palace. So y'all, we're gonna let y'all go because it's late. We need to go to bed. Because we have corporate America waiting for us in the morning.
tomorrow.
But we appreciate all of you all. Can't wait to talk to you all in the comments. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.
Do
not forget that we actually have a vlogging channel. We keep forgetting to tell y'all that Life with Us TV.
Yeah.
It is always gonna be on our channel list on YouTube. Okay.
Straight from the VA.
The dirty,
Dirty South.
Two up, two down.
Holla.